Hi there, welcome to the Great Picture Hunt. My name is David LaBelle. You know, you can spend a lot of money on a camera. I think I spent $1,500 on this new, or you can spend a little bit. I spent $297 on this one. Well, obviously I'm going to keep this camera, and this is a disposable camera, but either way, you're able to shoot good pictures. And to prove our point, today we're going to show you pictures that we've shot with this camera and with this camera. Sure, this one has a lot more features, a lot more bells and whistles, but you can do a pretty good job with this too, as you're going to see. I'll get you that way. Hang on a minute. Quick. Good. That was nice. Here, Chopper. Chop.
That's okay.
You know, I have people come up to me all the time and they'll look at this camera and they'll say, wow, that's a great camera. I'll bet it takes great pictures. And I'll say, no, it doesn't. I take good pictures. The kind of camera that you use is not nearly as important as the subject matter that you choose.
All right, there is no way the pictures of the dogs that you took with your disposable are as good as the ones you took with that nice digital.
Well, you wait and see. Well, I'm going to show you something. They're different. Yeah, the disposable cameras don't have as good a lens as that digital does,
Sure.
but they do a good job.
Well, the first thing I would think that you would need is to make sure it has a flash. I think you underestimate the value of the flash, right?
Absolutely, you would need a flash, particularly in places like this. Even you would fill in shadows.
So always look for the one with the built-in flash.
I would, yeah, I would do that. They have, they have ones they call daytime ones or outdoor ones, like this one here, which is $1.
Right.
It doesn't have a flash, and it creates an interesting feeling.
Is it a good camera to use? Or would you still opt for the one with the flash?
This has more of a Monet feel. It's more artistic. When you look at it, things aren't sharp. Whereas this camera, when you get up to like $3 or $4, the high-end camera,
Right.
up to $6, stuff tends to be a little sharper.
All right, let's take a look at some of the pictures that you took of the dogs, because I'm very curious to see what you ended up with. I mean, those dogs are...
So we're using digital, and now we're going to also show the disposable. That's a disposable.
Okay, there's a big difference there.
That's a
Obviously.
disposable?
That's not a bad picture,
Not
actually.
at all. Okay, that's digital.
Oh, that's a great picture, Dave.
Now watch the disposable version of this. Not bad.
Not bad. Better than I thought, actually. Now, I mean, obviously you're a photographer. Now, is this the digital?
This is digital.
Okay.
Now we're going to go back to disposable again. Ah.
Again, not that bad, though. I'm actually really surprised because they were moving around. I didn't think you'd get anything. This is a great picture, though. I love the shadow and the clouds in the background and just the way it was lit. What other tips when it comes to using disposable cameras?
I think the main thing is trying to find the ASA or the ISO. If you get something that's 400 ISO, like this camera here, it allows you to...
What does that mean, ISO?
Well, basically, it's the sensitivity of the film to light. And so this camera, which is 400 ISO, allows you to shoot indoors or outdoors.
Okay.
This camera is probably 200 ISO, so it's designed for an outdoor camera. If you're going to shoot primarily indoors, you would want an ISO of 800. Again, it's all a matter of how sensitive the film is to the amount of light that you have.
Let's take a look at some of your landscape pictures because you were sort of addressing that with the flash or with the no flash. Oh, this is so pretty.
Now this is digital, but we're going to follow this up with this $1 camera. Now doesn't that...
That is kind of artistic and Monet-like.
It does.
Is it fuzzy intentionally?
I just don't think that the lens is very sharp.
But that's pretty cool with a landscape. All right, there's the digital.
Once again, this is the disposable camera.
Dave, I'm impressed.
But this almost looks like it belongs in an art gallery.
I would agree with you on that.
Okay,
is this digital?
This is digital. Now we're going to come right back to this.
I am very impressed, Dave.
Now look at the last one. The last one, I think, they're very similar. Look at this.
Okay, here's the digital.
That's digital. Now we come back. Now isn't that pretty?
You know what? Nice job.
It looks like a painting.
What about those underwater ones? I've seen the underwater disposables. Do they work?
They're great.
They
because
are?
You can take them to the ocean. You can take them on a day like today, when it rains one day a year here, then you have that camera.
But again, always use the flash when you can because that makes a difference.
I would, yeah. I would if you can. Yeah.
All right, if you have any questions, Dave's got a great website. It's called greatpicturehunt.com. And he'll put his tips on using disposable cameras, much less expensive than the nice thing that you've got that you normally use. These are what? Well, the $1 for this one? And
this was $3.99 right now at Walgreens.
Yeah, you can't beat that. And how many pictures does it take?
This is 27. This one has 15.
Dave, thanks so much.
All right.
We've got
Thank
the information on our hotline and our website.